Welcome everyone to BECKONED Development Weekly Stream, episode 164. Dwight's on his way home. He's not in with this today. He might jump in a little bit later, but I think he's driving on his way home. No worries. I'm just gonna be drawing today, so no big deal. Uh, you know, do one of those. It's just me kind of drilling across some pages. I was a little late on posting the stuff online and Twitter. Hey, we got a show, so we'll see some people drop it. What's up, 80s mate? How you doing? Yeah, yeah, yeah. 80s mate's got something going down at 11 o'clock over there on his channel too. So guys, if y'all want to keep moseying around, go follow 80s mate after. What's up, Lord Ravener? What's up, guys? Well, let me say hi to everyone. Collision was first. What's up, Collision? What's up, bud? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, 80s mate right there. And Lord Ravener, how you doing, sir? And Will, what's up, Creators Outlet? How you guys doing tonight? Yeah. So like it was saying, Dwight's not in today. He might jump in here a little bit later, but I'm just drawing on the book, drawing on this character right here, which is being thrown back. This crystal has lodged into his eye socket, and he's being thrown back, and his head he lands on his head. So bam. But that's what we're working with. I'm projecting I'm going to get done with my cross hatching and the drawing up here. I'll start getting into the colors and all that. So, heck yeah, dude, guys, really, A's Mate's fun. I missed the night you guys did the Ninja Turtle watch. Me and Joe keep talking about wanting to do one, but you guys did great. That was awesome. Yeah, they've been watching some fun stuff over there. So, dude, if they could ever figure out like multiplayer for the N64 or something like that, we need to get like four player screen split playing like GoldenEye or something. Recreate those old 90s times. Anyway, yeah, guys, thanks for hanging out. Um, yeah, just been working around. As you see, I've been, a little bit busy on this page going. Been throwing another page together because I can't really say too much or show those pages. But this has been keeping me moving. I've got just a few more things to go, and yeah, this one will be ready for me to jump to the next page and get those characters filled out. Like I said, guys, once I get the characters done, I've got about 6 pages worth of Denethite to draw, and we should be getting towards the end. And that Denethite's that weird twisty dark stuff that we were watching me draw earlier. So we'll be seeing enough of that soon. But yeah. I think it was funny last week. I had mentioned the weather balloon UFO situation that was all over the news, and I was like, dude, I'm getting excited because maybe I get to start able to talk about like Project Bluebeam, which is even in like it's just an obscure, conspiracy theory out there. And I think there was a document, like an actual document that was released in like Information Act, like release of documents where they had planned to put satellites in that, in our orbit that would like project 3D holograms on the atmosphere. And you could just run wild with what that could cause, why you would want to do that. I mean, advertising for sure, but you like fake the second coming or alien invasion or something. But yeah, I started saying that, and then I started seeing like Sam Tripoli and a bunch of other people just a few days ago going, "Oh, is it Bluebeam?" So it's wild times we live in. And then like Chat GPT, that's the other thing. Now it's like what Dwight was saying about, oh, I was wondering if I could tell it to program the game. Well, programmers have been using it to help program. There's a lot of stuff that's coming out. Like I said, like this AI stuff it's hitting every aspect. It wasn't just the art area. Oh, and I heard something where Microsoft, I think, were the ones that were funding the manufacturing of one of the AI art programs that are being sued right now. I heard that they have sent a letter to and this is all allegedly because I don't really know what the hell I'm talking about. I just hear stuff and I think it's interesting, but apparently they're like, yeah, if you try to prosecute this, that's going to be unstable. That's not going to be very, very stable over a period of time. So, and that's basically pretty cold hearted. What else are they going to say? But things like Perforce or GitHub, these things have been scanning all that, anything that it can to write these. Yeah, Project Bluebeam was definitely like declassified something. But yeah, nut stuff, dude, nut stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, interesting times. And really cool time to be an independent creator. With all this stuff, there's so much inspiration to be coming up with some cool ideas, cool IPs. I mean, like I said, outside of BECKONED, living through all this stuff that's going on, it's just brings up so many cool story ideas. We're living in it. But yeah, how's everybody else been doing? It's getting to that week's end again. I can't believe how quick that last week went. Funny enough, just about every morning I have been getting. I have my own personal alarm clock hitting me up now every morning. Hey, you ready to change the world? Let's go. So I'm getting up and just moving. Keep on drawing, keep on pumping this out. I mean, I really want to fulfill as soon as I can get this thing ready. So, like I said last week, the idea is finish the artwork and get the lettering going, finalize and land the printer situation. And then by the time I get the lettering done and get the pre-press done, we should have it ready to go. All the daggers and stuff and all that should be made when all that's happening. I'm doing active read-throughs of the script right now. Not even script, like the actual prototype of the book. I've got preliminary letters set up in a document right here. Let me see. I'm not going to show you guys everything. I'll show you this. Let's see right there. So I have an actual working file where I'm writing and setting the word bubbles and spaces, but this is scaled down a lot. But you can see here how I've got it all. I'm trying not to zoom in too much, but you can see I've got this preliminary start. Even with the onomatopoeias, I just got text that's in an interesting order, but I'm thinking of hand doing those. But let's here, I'll zoom into a page. I think I did this with you guys before. I want one with speech bubbles and the boxes if I can. And see, he's always thinking. There's a lot of thought going on. Yeah, let me just grab into here. So you can see how I've got just a base font. It's just, Comic Sans. I'm replacing the letter I with a lowercase L in case anyone reads this hey, here, you want to make sure those I's aren't serifed. I know that. All this is just preliminary, so even the shapes, the slant I'm kind of playing with, but I don't know. None of this is really finalized, but it's getting me geared towards it. And then I've enlarged the letters because people were like, oh, make the letters larger. And then the read-through is actually your story's not that word heavy, so you might want to go in there and fluff it up a little bit more. So yeah, that's it's all happening. So the other thing is I keep doing these cross hatches, and it's it takes a minute. It looks pretty. I'm like, make a brush, but if I make a brush, I can't get these certain type of blends. And then here's the other stupid thing, guys. When it gets shrunk down for its print, look, you don't even see the lines, but I guess I'm wanting to go with that gradient shade that kind of looks like it's colored pencil in a sense. People love the texture it creates. So I don't know. This is where I'm starting to get, yeah, I'm learned a lot out of drawing my first book. A lot. You're a fluffer. Oh, you said offer? Not yet, not exactly. I've got a few guys or I got a few people in options. Me and Joe have been talking a lot, and the script for Star Circuit Star Circuit 2 is actually in a final stage where it's all looking good. I'm getting copies of it to proofread for Joe. We're talking real deep philosophical questions to kind of attach to the writing that he's got going for that. So yeah, just it's been a very production focused week, which I couldn't be more excited for because, like I said, the holidays, I had family and friends just surprise me. They were like, "Hey, yeah, we're coming down to see you." I had this whole like plan to go up and see them after the campaign had settled down. I hadn't visited home and seen them for about 3 years, without the occasional visit, that one of them takes out here. But I hadn't seen my little brother in 3 years. But it was good to have everyone jump in and, well, it's good times. But yeah, to have a good production week after that, woo-hoo. But yeah, other than that, gave dog a bath today. He did not like it. Yeah, I know all these cross hatching. It gets a little boring, but I can get to those feet. Well, the hand feet. Guess I could just jump right over there into the hand feet. But yeah, man. Everything looking good. So yeah. So let's see. Screw the shades and start doing some hand feet. I've got this one over here already marked out. I've got this one still kind of in superposition of imagination right now. So why don't we try to get that one landed in? I've got the back of the palm, the back, the top of the hand there. I've got a knuckle of the pinky there, the convex there. So I know where certain things are. So the muscle there, muscle here. Get that built up in the knuckles or they would gotta come out. The thumb. And get those bones to give me something to build off of. Oh yeah, the other thing, the loading lamp got new batteries in it, so it's a lot brighter now. There, the last few days, the batteries were dying. So yeah, when 80's made, when he's gonna pop in his lighting situation and his, I'm really excited for him for that because, like I said, I've got this other one, but it's a big one that plugs up into the wall, so batteries don't go dead, and it still works. So, heck yeah. Yeah, I am kind of free-handing this hand foot. Thinking about it, making sure that It's not that complicated of a pose. There's a lot of foreshortening going on, yeah, but the pose of the fingers aren't doing anything too extravagant. It's kind of like how this one is too. The hands, the phalanges are just the fingers are all spread out. Um, Being as the character is in pain, maybe they should be clenching or tensed or curled. You know, um, but this like pose actually makes him feel like he's kind of ragdolled. So I don't know. Maybe I could clench something. I don't know. If I clench something, then that brings your attention to it, which isn't the clearest of ideas. It's like, okay, so why is his hand like that? Is he holding something? No, he's not. Uh, I don't want posing like that to be distracting from the overall thing, just to add a mundane detail like that. The silhouette too could get a little obscured by that pose too. So instead of flaring it out, I'm gonna just bring that index finger a little bit closer, middle finger, and that'll kind of change that silhouette a little bit more than just the basic. Oh yeah, the fingers are spread out. Sorry, maybe a little bit too much. What's up, witches and warlocks? Oh, that's funny. Harry Potter sucks. When I was growing up, I had a bunch of friends that were into it, but I was the little nerd kid. Lord of the Rings, like Lord of the Rings, wasn't cool when it first came out. It took people going to see it, and I read the books. It was a sensation after. In my experience, I was the nerd kid, and then it was cool. But yeah, at the same time, you had like Harry Potter come out. I mean, what an inspiring thing that's stood the test of time. Bunch of fans, dude. I'm right down the road from Universal, so I have to, we see that stuff all the time. The advertisements for the castles and stuff. But yeah, what's up, Puma Bears? Oh yeah. So we've got these Vibram type shoes but they're more like fingerless gloves for the Jiri. And if you don't know what Vibrams are, those are like the toe shoes that people were trying to wear. I had a buddy that enjoyed them. I had a pair of like knockoff Reebok ones there for a minute. They were goofy. I don't even know how effective they are. Everyone's like, "Oh, they feel good on your feet." Didn't it turn out like it really messed with your posture, like bad, like it messed up with people's backs and stuff? I don't know. You don't see them around anymore. What happened? No one liked the toe shoe? I bet you Quentin Tarantino did. Let's see. The pinky feels a bit off, but if I have like a Renaissance painting where the pinky's up a little bit more, I don't know. We'll play with it. Yeah, like I said, the couple of printers that I've been finding out are just the ones that you guys are already pretty much affiliated with. I'm just really concentrating on getting everything ready to go so I can make that decision and get the pre-press template for them and get all that ready. So, heck yeah, I'll let you guys know when I get it landed, though. Full show. Oh, the other thing, I have it again. If you guys have paid attention to the Indiegogo page, I do believe we are still in Shadowban. Remember, I do believe we're in Shadowban because of one of the updates I had posted had a link to this YouTube channel insinuating that, hey, if you wanted to keep up weekly with the production, come watch us. That simple thing probably triggered their AI going through the terms of service, because on a technicality, I did send a link that took people out of Indiegogo. So there may be some regulatory legal stuff, that liability things, that since they can't control the content on those places, they don't want to be liable for that type of communication through their server. I don't know exactly what it is, but the language was pretty, it was so clear. It was like, okay, I see. It's all about driving traffic to them solely on that. So what I had done a couple weeks ago was delete that update, bringing the campaign back to what it was content-wise before it got cleared and everything was fine. And then I make an update and then it gets shadowed in. So technically, the way it's sat since I deleted that image, or I mean that update, is the way it was when everything was good to go. So I'm just trying to wait and see when its next cycle ends and updates or refreshes to see if it brings us out of that Shadowban. But if it doesn't, I'm going to be putting the update anyway. We'll just write that Shadowban out. No big deal. But yeah, that's what's happening. I love to hang out, Zade. I can't stay long. Work is crazy now, and I can't hang. Just want to show my support. Keep kicking ass, bro. Thanks. Yeah. Have fun in chat. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you for stopping by. Have a good day at work, man. But yeah, it's that's what's going on there. So I'm not going radio silent. And again, you guys can find me on Twitter. You guys can find me here. Not a big deal. But that is what's going on. So I'm just trying to be patient, see if it can. If it's an AI, we got to learn how to dance with it. So I'm trying to figure out, what, instead of freaking out, man, figure I just kind of be patient, wait it out. But it does hurt, because all this time. But be honest with you guys, I'm just trying to concentrate on production. Can't wait for you guys to get it. And then I'll be one of the cool kids who's got a book out. Yeah. I would have graduated. I wondered, do we have like a diploma or like a hat or something? Like, is there like some secret party after you finally fulfill? If there isn't, we need to make one. Thank you, Collision Bomb. Yeah, guys. Links in the description for everything. Website. Indiegogo. Heck yeah. The video game, which by the way, guys, Dwight is crushing it. I know we keep talking about it without showing you guys much, but trust me, it's going to be a real good one, real good update. You guys are going to get the kind of the in-game mechanics. And what I mean is, the way I plan this game to kind of progress is much like how you have Zelda games progress. You gain an item or weapon, a magic skill or something like that. And then the dungeons are going to be testing you on basically learning you how to use those tools up against like tests or rooms or obstacles. But the bosses are usually designed to test your mastery through learning it. So same same instinct is basically the whole game turns out. If you can look at it as a big giant tutorial, but that is the gameplay. It's like it's playing with these mechanics or these tools or these weapons or these things and building a whole game around it. So that's where the aim is at right now with the taking a look at a lot of the things, and the mechanics are looking good. Oh, they're solid. They work faster. The game runs faster. So that's awesome. But yeah, the timer, we got a battle timer is doing excellent. And if you've ever played Grandia, you might be familiar kind of the approach we're going for. Obviously, we're not making the same thing, but it will be familiar to Grandia players for sure. If you haven't played Grandia, my personal favorite's the first one. I haven't played the third one. Played a little bit of the second one, but dude, that first one, it's awesome. The voice acting isn't that bad, even though it's old. But and it's got Japanese voice acting too for all you weebs. It's RPGs are just JRPGs are just weeb heaven anyway. But alright, I'm gonna move over to this hand, start rendering that out. Oh yeah, Catapano's probably got me on an interesting adventure. I won't say too much about it yet, but yeah. Hopefully we do an Art Bros here soon. He might mention it. But he hit me up the other day. He's like, all right, dude, we got things to go, we got things to plan. I'm like, it's gonna get crunk. But ever since my left fingertip's been cut off, it's been hard to kind of get. I always, when I draw fingertips, I'm like, how long is that? Oh, wrong one. I gotta check the other one. So I heard Noah got arrested on his birthday. Not really, but that would have been hilarious. So what's up, guys? What's up? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, the other thing. Dwight did get me a little Bob Ross. So we got a little Bob Ross up in here. It's always looking over my shoulder now. So good on Dwight. I forgot to show that off last week. Popped up in the mail. It's like, thanks to Dwight. Yeah. But yeah, guys, book's going good, going strong. Happy. Moving. Yeah, I guess that's why I got a lot of stuff to talk, like, on my mind about, like, news and stuff, is being in the chair and drawing day in, day out right now has been, you soon, like, run out of stuff to watch, and then you're just kind of at the mercy of certain algorithms. It's okay, well, what's going on in the world today? and then it's all that stuff. And it's like, whoa, this is almost better than a movie. It's crazy out there, guys. Be careful. It was wild. It's like phone service wasn't working great, and then like Fox News puts up this video. It's like how to survive a solar flare. I'm like, oh, what's going on right now? It's a little hot today. Freaking nuts. Stay over here and draw my books. Everything will be all right. Like I was saying, guys, trying to get these hand feet detailed out. I'll move from there and back into the fabrics and get them shaded up. Or to be honest, I could start running in with my silhouette colors, my base layers and everything, and start getting that rolling. I don't have to complete the line work at this stage. I can start moving in on some other things, but hey, why not? I'm going to keep moving here until try to get as much of the line work done. There's always been like a little bit of discipline that I've been building up on, is trying not to jump over my feet too much. Just go ahead, get that part of it done. It may start getting a little redundant here and there, but I just have to end up doing it anyway. So you keep your kind of consistency with the style, but you know, forcing yourself to not jump around too, or at least too much. Like I still enjoy jumping around a lot. To me, it's fun exploring different areas of it. But what's up, Michael Bancroft? Wow, we have a Bancroft in here. How you doing, sir? What is cracking? Guys, he has got his second chance campaign for the Lucent, which is right behind me too. Oh, right there. Ow. Right on my rack. And it's a really good read, really interesting, guys. Go check him out. Yeah. Don't tell him, but I got the Kryptonolds right behind your book. But yes, myth, the legend, the Michael Bancroft. Welcome, sir. Thank you for dropping by, man. I'm drawing hand feet. So, and wondering if they're, you know, if I'm getting somewhere with my hand feet. Because there's a little weird thing going on right there, but yeah. So yeah, awesome. I hope you and the fam is doing good over there in Upside Down Land. Be awesome to be able to visit over there one time. I had a chance to go to New Zealand one year, but I didn't do it. I should have. I draw hand feet too unintentionally. But yeah, thanks, Collision. Yeah, please like and subscribe, y'all. But yeah, just over here doing some rendering on the book, getting some stuff rolling. So I've been posting these, you know, images out of my 1,000 layer situation. I don't know what layer am I on this page right now. Yeah, I'm just on 51. We're doing all right now. We're not into the thousand. It's just when it starts getting into the backgrounds, it'll start getting nuts. What's up, Jeremy Burtz? Hello. This guy has got some awesome stuff going up there between his Lando Calrissian video that's up there now. I saw the drawing. It was awesome. And now he's doing Jabba the Hutt. Oh, you know, you might be finished Jabba now. Oh yeah, I'm still working on feet, aren't I? Where am I at? I'll get to it. I'm getting to this shading. I'll get to the shading on the feet. But yeah, guys, these guys are awesome artists. Go check them out if you haven't. Creators. But I want to call you artists. Joe been putting out some hot, spicy tweets out there, going, "I'm an artist. I'm a specialist. I'm not a create content creator." I went, wait a minute. I like that language. That's how I kind of feel too. It's weird to be called a content creator. Yeah, the content I'm creating is this. But then I know it's like tweets and YouTube. It's a broad term. Joe's I get on him sometimes for being a scene kid, you know. Everything sucks until he decides to like it, or until it sucks, and then he's like, "Dude, you just don't understand." Now we should be seeing him getting back on streams again soon. He's been busy with life, as we all get, but he is working his butt off on Star Circuit 2. And I'm playing around with different stuff too, as far as like how the book 2 is going to be for BECKONED. And then there's also elements where I've been seeing how Roquefort does these 10 pagers, and looked at some of the renderings in those. And again, I mean, what a talent that dude is. But even for what he was doing there, it started to spark an idea in my head, going, "Ooh, I've got some extra stuff I could probably, explore as far as like extra like backstory for some of these characters. I could do that in 10 pages." But we're pushing on this one. So yeah, like it's real hard to kind of already know what's happening in this one. I just got to do the work because my creativity is still like building on other concepts and where we drive this train. But yeah, we are right in it. And Bancroft's playing all those video games now, dude. I want to play video games on stream. What's up, Cora Barton? What's up, sir? Yes. Nice monkey hand. Yeah, it's monkey feet. Still working on Java. Heck yeah. But yeah, monkey hand feet. So, word. Well, thank you, sir. Appreciate you for dropping by, bro. Kozor, guys, another awesome creator right there. And Kozor, quite seriously, is one of the coolest looking books. Like, you guys did a bang-up job on it. Not only did they do the book once, they turned around and redrew it. And wow. Not that, I don't even think it looked that bad before. I remember seeing some shots of it, but woo-hoo. That's dedication to the quality. Heck yeah, definitely enjoyed it. I'm biased, I'm a real sucker for art. But that's okay. I like being biased on the things I like. And that's the other thing. Like, the coolest part that I get out of backing a lot of these books is, much like how BECKONED is to me, I'd imagine for these creators, their stories are close to them. If not, they're little windows into who they are. And that's real neat. Like, getting to not just see the artwork and what kind of inspires them, but like, yeah, we're on streams with them. We talk to them. They help us out. They make jokes. It's really cool. I was telling some people, it's like, from what I understand, the way like history is gonna record the present, Comic books are never going to go away. They're a part of art, sequential art. It's never going to go away. So when people say certain things are dying or things are dead, I mean, maybe a platform or maybe a particular, scene, but the very thing that everyone's fans of, the actual thing, the book, that's never going away. So such a large group of creators that I've met in here. We've been, I've been part of it, moving things and just on YouTube or just in Twitters and talking to people and everything. But man, a lot of these books come out, look great. The artwork, how ambitious a lot of them are. Like, guys, Mavericks, like Neff's Mavericks. And I mean, look, we even got Noah's Mavericks popping up too. It's like the ambitions that are coming out of some of these projects. I mean, and Bancroft's story. Like, guys, let's not put it past. Like, he's trying to send us into some smart, like, cerebral metaphysics, stuff in the way he's pulling a lot of the stuff off. And I love that originality. And I think those ideas are very original. People can also say, like, cliche, but you all have heard me talk about cliches before on this channel. Cliches are cliches for a reason. They're good story, architecture. The thing is just, how do you pull it off? Can you pull it off in an original way? Are you going to write more dialogue that could be more intriguing to the moment? I think it's all about how you play it off more than paying homage to things. Finding your original twist on those archetypes, because we are all, as diverse as we are, the range of human emotion is pretty similar. So those triggers and those things that can actually pull that out in writing can tend to feel samey or cliche. But like I said, it's how original you can actually pull it off is what I think it's important to me, at least. When I see it, I don't judge it until I see, okay. Homages, though, dude, that's one, like, because if you pay attention to pay homage to something, then you really are hoping that your audience understands the reference. And if it can still stand alone without getting the reference, then good. But to sacrifice a really good line just to, I don't know. I think it's better to imitate loosely to pay homage to things. But again, I like extremities too. To me, it's never one way works always. You just gotta feel it out. See what fits in that moment. In that opportunity. Like this art style that I got going for this book. It's obviously I've not done a digital comic book before that would be going into print, because but then I've listened. I asked around how many guys, how are they drawing, like what dimensions? And I heard more prominent. It was 11 by 17 inches, 300 DPI. Okay, well, obviously I'm pushing that capability further than what it needs to. So there's another element where it was like, well, yeah, what if I do like artist prints, like the big jumbo prints and stuff? So I'm just glad that you guys were helping me get those answers and guiding me into the right ways, because although this is taking a long time to do, I'm very proud of it, and I'm going to be proud of it forever. And I'll remember finding this style was, swimming in the waters over here with all of this and all of you. So thank you all. Can't wait for it to be finished. And then, yeah, like I said, when the next books are done and finished and we get that third campaign for the third part of the prologue in, I'll be offering a hardbound version of all of them together. And there may be a dimension size up for that one, but, dude, enough people have been like, do an artist print, do a big print. So that's what's exciting to me, is that the fidelity holds up. I've heard people going for, like, I heard 600 DPI on one, like still doing the same 17 or 11 by 17, but it's 600 DPI. I don't know. I think I would have went too far into the bowels of hell on that one. But yeah, right. I got 600 DPI. Right. Why do you need so many layers? I get having fine line layer. Yeah, and obviously I just got one that I usually main with. But why the heck are all the other? So I break down my colors, and so let's see. Let me go down to this one. So I've got, if I need to change the color of the skin, I can click it, come over here, and do very easy. Come on, move around. Oh, wait a minute. I got something on top of that. Yeah, right there. So I easily change colors and get color matching. You know, basically, if I look at everything and all my pages when I'm done and see what the color flow is, if I've got to boost colors or change them or alter them, I don't. And I've seen some other guys go in there where all their colors or their flat layers are there, and it's important that you keep your lines crisp so you make your solid selections, and you can do. It's just another way of doing it where it does rack up the layers, but I'm also doing layer effects on those. So here's what that skin layer looks like without an inner glow. Here, let me turn them off and I'll show you. So that's just the flat skin with lighting on it in my pencils. So I can turn that off. And so that's just the flat with the line and no highlights, no lights, you know, just the line in the skin. So I can throw an inner glow, which puts this situation around it, which I could play with how dark it is on the edges and everything. But then different gradients are to show how light's kind of bouncing off of one way or the other. I can do either spots, so bringing out their cheeks a little bit more because that's face, or like the warming of the earlobes, you know, the cartilage type effects. But yeah, that's basically what happens is each of my layers end up having blend effects, or each of my colors have these blend effects on, and that really brings out a lot of what I'm trying to do in the realism of how these effects happen. Is it overdone? Yeah, probably. But yeah, keeping them organized is the other thing. But yeah, it just makes things easier to me just to go in here, pick something, change it out, you know, real quick. If I have to make adjustments, you know, no big deal. But yeah, also that's why I have to have a lot of RAM on the computer too. It's a good thing for doing video games. So let's get back into this. Yeah, I definitely don't do this the any conventional way. Like I said, I found my way here just, you know, doing what I know, learning new stuff. I mean, Noah was the one that was giving me advice in the beginning, guys, for God's sakes. But yeah, I had Joe there too. Joe's a big reason I'm doing this. He's introduced me to a lot of things. Oh, Bud's also been sending me some pictures of some of these comic books he's been digging out. Bud, oh, what's up, Noah? How you doing? I was just thinking, talking about it and see you in here. I should have, though. What's up? What's up? History books record me as a legend and a hero. Yes, his Uber Chad's on it. Nah, Bud's been sending me these old Stan Lee comics that he's been digging out. Like Marvel Comics Group Sergeant Fury Special Marvel Edition. Hold on, let me see if I can show you guys on my screen. I might have to send this to a few. Oh, it's pretty bad at doing that. Oh, there we go. So if you guys can see that, like, slight tilt, like that's one of these books. I'm gonna have to Google them and figure it out. But he's got Sergeant Fury, Rom, We'll see if it comes out. Maybe you guys are familiar with these, but Bud was sending me and was like, yeah. Maybe you guys know what these books are. Let's see, course. That's fair enough, man. I usually use the magic selection tool to select them out. Yeah. That's what I was saying. Yeah, that actually was really you and Noah like there when I was starting all this going, hey, why are you doing it this way? Hey, why are you doing that? Well, once you get started so much, you can't change your style. So I just kind of stuck with this, and I'm happy I did. It definitely does have its own look to it. But like I said, is it overdone? Of course it is. Of course it is. But I was trying to find a place where I was comfortable doing this much kind of detail work in digital, because I've been doing video games and video game sprites, and the whole thing with them is making as small as you can. So I was working on, HD level stuff. So we were still doing like 1920 by 1080 resolution for the graphics, but I mean, it's still a lot less pixels to manage than what I got here. And then when I came in here, it's like, I know Photoshop pretty well for what I want it to do. But then I get in here and other artists use like Corel Draw or, God, you guys know all of them I'm talking about. Corel Draw. Yeah, you know which ones I'm talking about. But there are things like the brush tips and some of those, and a lot of the things they do, it look like they're a lot more dynamic than as far as the simulation of drawing. It feels like they've got that tackled a lot better, but I don't know. I'm paying attention a lot to how I'm making a line and moving. How do you go about making the video game sprites? It depends on how you are attacking your video game graphics. So if you are using sprite-based, there's an animation tool in Photoshop, like right here in the timeline. And you can do it with this fanciness right here, but I always kind of come into just give me an image. And you can add frames, choose their rudimentary seconds. But since I'm creating sprites, I don't know if you can see that, but I'm working on the bottom of the screen here. But these are basically my different sprites, and I'll organize. Actually, you know what? Hold on, I'll show you. You guys see, you all get what I'm doing over here. It's awesome, I'm gonna get that finished tonight and get the line work finished and get it silhouetted. But interesting question. The sprites are fun. I like working on them. Let's go. Looking for the folder that I have an animation in there for. Sorry, guys. I like this question. It's cool enough. I got it all right here. Where is it? Sprites right here. Let's see. Let's do the attacks and center release. So, oh yeah, I've got that all fancified. That's not the finished one. That's a different one. But nah, I didn't want all that. I wanted the basic one. Sorry, sometimes when what's up, American Comics? Yeah. Sometimes I get a little crazy there. Tell me I did the same thing. No, these are the unfinished ones. These are the unlit ones. Wrong folder. Well, those are the wrong folders here. Where's the right folder? That freaking scares me a little bit. Just joking. I know what's up. I think. I should be able to find them a lot easier than that. Now you got me a little worried here. I'm just getting the wrong ones. Too many sprites. Screw it. We're gonna go that anyway. I'll just have to turn off some of these things. So these are the unfinished ones, or the unlit sprites. I have them lit actually, but basically just bring them in, create your folders. So I've got frame 1, frame 2, let's see, and they're broken up like my artwork as well. So there's frame 4. I've got copies here. So anyway, the smartest thing for you to do is always label these properly. Label them what they are in your frame count. So I've got it all the way to frame 8. So it should go 1 through 8, frame 1 through 8 here. And you basically just create it. And then when you click onto a new frame, you work with a new folder, and it's literally different, different artwork every time. Doing fast actions like this in games to make them responsive, you usually have a hold for like, I don't know, at least for this game, you could press and hold and kind of charge up the attack a little bit. I don't think that wasn't in the design. I think we've got that out of there now. We're probably going to be putting it back in. But when you release the button to get that reaction time, that snappiness, boom. You don't go through and animate every frame through it because you want it to feel swift. So you use this smear frame to get that motion really fluid. And then I slightly adjust the character each time, taking down that smear frame until they got to come back. So they just kind of snap back, but it looks like this. So you see how that kind of like the slight nudging of frames kind of causes that to look a lot, it smooths it out a lot. So yeah, that's what's happening on that. But yeah, I mean, that just consists of, again, it's a line layer with color layer. And again, I got skin, hair, all that's changeable. I can always go back between frames and, pluck out what colors I need and bring it back over to others. But yeah, that's all the animation is. I really like the way to do things the classical way, so I was trying to get that traditional sprite base. But since we have bigger computers and bigger processors and bigger engines, I was like, yeah, let's do like these HD level sprites. Something that would like Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy 6 or something, except let's just go HD with it, and really HD, like make them big sprites. And of course now they're re-releasing what they call HD 2D, and they're just using like tilt shift and throwing everything in a slight 3D, which I enjoy. I think it's really cool. But yeah, I totally went the different direction with that. I was just like, oh, bigger sprites, yeah, which I enjoy. You rarely see games like that. A few people pointed my attention to a few that did do that, and I was like, oh, that's cool. But yeah, still like the fact that we got the look we do. But yeah, guys, that's what's happening. Like I said, y'all, A's Made's over here doing something at 11, so go check out his channel over there. I know Corey Barton and his brother Clayton have got their channel over there, so go check them out. The Barton Bros. Guys, like I said, some of these people that showed up, Michael Bancroft's got his channel. Y'all know him. If y'all know me, y'all know him. Been over there on his channel a few times. He graciously allowed us to do a closeout show and a launch stream party. So thank you, sir. These creators, they deserve your support. They're working really hard out there. Please give their projects a like, a look at, a check out. You can find them on Twitters. I'm sure you can find their and hey, some of you guys are actually mods here. American Comics, you've been in here a couple times and you still haven't got a wrench. So mods at the same time. Remember, you can drop links in here for each other, for yourselves. It's all good. But now, American Comics, you have got a
Pass me that wrench.
Wow. And so, yeah, guys, that's seeming like that's our episode. I thought I'd get a little bit further in this, but I kind of enjoy just hanging, talking to you guys a little bit, catching you up on stuff. Answering some questions. I really do enjoy answering questions about like animation too. I love doing this illustration comic book, sequential art learning how to tell a story much more easy, much more in depth with what I'm able to do with comic books is so much fun. But yeah, animation has this whole other dimension of time to it, and you're telling a slight story with how things are moving, and at least the way I'm doing it. There's other ways you can do it, like using programs like Sprite or bone structure programs where you like build a skeleton and attach pieces of a body onto those bones and move them that way. There's other games that use that in such a good way you can barely tell that's what they're doing because it's complicated stuff. But it's there's a lot of ways you can get your dreams out there, guys. I guess is my bottom line. So yeah, here we are. This is almost another page of characters done, and I'll be keep that move on. Like I said, after I get all the characters done in the book, I'm gonna run back, and I got about six to 7 pages of Denethite to run through. But all the characters are done, so I just got to get the backgrounds in, get everything lit and set and scene right, and we'll be golden. But yeah, guys, thank you all so much. Again, links are in the description. Go check some stuff out. We will see you guys in chats. Yeah, go out there, have a good time, good weekend. Yeah, be safe. Like I said, Dwight will probably be back next week. And then I don't know if Joe's doing Art Bros tomorrow or not. But yeah, that's it. I'll be making an update soon, guys. But as Bud Watson says, happy trails. Thank you all for showing up and keeping me company while I'm just drawing and jabbering. Y'all mean a lot. We love you. We'll talk to you later. I'm leaving with a trailer and bye.